Okay, ladies and gents of YouTube, I am working on my catastrophe here for a dust collector. I've got many projects going on my desk right now. But anyway, this is a lid that I bought fairly cheap. I think Menards. I think it was, and I like some of the ideas. And I had an old shop vac that the blower motor went out of, so I kind of took the thing apart on the blower, which is what you see here, and I had to customize it just a little bit. But there's what the blower housing looks like. And I said, hey, I think I can use that. So it's kind of a neat, unique idea on that. I had to modify it a little bit on the side here to get my pipe. I just had some old pipe laying around. It's just kind of cruddy. But I use a 2-inch coupler to couple onto this and then onto the hose. But I had it run one time, didn't work too well, and I thought, well, I seen one with a sight glass in it, and I'd like to have a sight glass. So I found an old CD case. Now, you can't take side cuts or something like that. I suppose you could probably take a fine-tooth saw and cut it. I took it right on a grinder with a cutting wheel, and I just kind of cut up the edges. The only place that really got messy was right here. There again, it's just for work, so I don't even care what it looks like. If it was a product that I was putting on the market, obviously I would care a little bit more about it. And then I just took, you can take like silicone or caulk or something. I happen to have Geosil, which is that triple thermal thing for basically for roofing. It happens to be clear. I put it around there, smash this down on it, and I'm going to use that for a sight glass. That was kind of an afterthought because I seen the one that had that. Plus, if you notice, this kind of gets in the way of that pipe, so we had to do that here. Had to excuse my desk is a complete wreck, but I bought it aside from it because I wanted to look at it. Dried. It's been dried up for a little bit, and I just wanted to see what all was going on with it. And I actually put some of that Geosil around this, even though it went tight. And I tell you what, the best way I found to get a tight fit is put your pipe on your bucket, your lid, or whatever. Trace around it with a pencil. Take a drill, poke a hole in it, drill a hole in it. Take some tin snips. Yellow's probably the best. Depends on which way you're going. If you're going around to the right, you want to use red. The left, green. But anyway, so that was kind of the idea there. And I said, well, I'd like to have a sight glass. Means I screwed this up. And I said, well, I'll go and get a top of a CD case, one of those stacks, you know. And I tried cutting one of that up. That didn't work too well. It broke. So I actually used a hole saw on that, and that 2 1/4, I think it was, or something like that, which is a little big if you just use it for just the pipe. So I wouldn't recommend that. But a friction fitting does well. I just added the extra benefit of, like I said, the Geosil. This is all just friction fitted in there. If this don't work, I seen a thing online on YouTube, pardon me, that they took 2 buckets and stacked them on top of one another, and they said it worked better because supposedly we get a third full. That doesn't work as well. I'm going to find out how this contraption works. But like I said, I took apart one of my older shop vacs that died on me, and I thought maybe the brushes were bad. The brushes were good. It burnt something up. The bearings were bad, obviously, but so anyway, I just thought I'd jump in, give you an update on what's going on here, and yeah, I tried some of these stuff. Like I tried the coping saw to cut this with. It started out for a minute, and then we got farther down, it cracked it and broke it. Kind of like that, except it shattered. I bought these pieces in just to kind of show you. And I had another piece that I was working on that had just oops. But well, that might have been part of this. Throw it on the phone. Who needs it? But like I said, I had to modify that big monstrosity right there. Cut out a hole around it to let everything set straight. So I still have clearance on the side of my bucket. Now, some people use a 45 elbow on it. I just cut a piece of 45, shoved it toward the side. Honestly, I think I might be able to cut a little shorter piece. And this isn't glued in, so I can take it out. I might just cut this shorter and face it down, because some people recommend taking a 45 and angling it just a little bit down. It helps to, get the swirl and stuff. I don't know. But I'm experimenting. So anyway, good luck out there. Have fun. This is what I do while I'm quarantined. I go insane and start building stuff and make a train wreck of my desk that's inside. Yeah, that's my computer monitor, by the way. My other one broke. But, yeah, I bought the GSL inside here because I was going to show you. This stuff's expensive, but I wouldn't use it unless you. I just happen to have it around. Like I said, silicone will work just fine. Caulking, whatever. Basically, all I'm doing is just using what parts I had laying around. I've got a bucket, some change in a lid. That's about it. I had the connection fittings for this. I tried grinding down this pipe. There's a better way I've seen on YouTube to do that. There's a gentleman that has he builds a jig, puts the pipe in, puts it against his fence on his saw, and goes down an inch, a quarter, or whatever, and then just spins it and cuts it down, which I think is pretty cool. He just mills it down that way. So, me being me, I'd probably use the the router to try and do it, but on the router table, but I don't know yet. So I haven't got that far. Like I said, I'm just using a coupler up here. So anyhow, God bless, take care, be safe out there, and like I said, I think I'm gonna have to modify this just a little bit, because I think it's gonna be a little too close to the edge. I'm trying to get it close to the edge, but not so close that it can't breathe. So anyway, I will keep you updated as this goes on. Also, I need to do an update on my cabinet doors. I haven't done that in a while. I've been working on them. Luckily, I knew somebody with a joint planer and a planer, so that made life a lot easier. And then I just started milling down the pieces, and I'll bring that in another video. So anyway, God bless. Take care. Be safe, and like I said, I'll be back and let you know how this works. Bye.